Hearing a soft knock on the door, Felicia would answer.
No.
Only to be greeted in fear by the neighbor.
No. Don't tell me she died. TikTokers who recorded their death. It's Felicia Kono Chuck. Wonder what happened to her.
On February 17th of 2021, a little girl by the name Felicia Konashuk would post a message to her TikTok profile.
And what happened?
Typically, she would post fun, child-related content
Russian?
to a small following. However,
Russian.
that day, her post couldn't be any more harrowing and serious.
What? Hey guys, I've got a harsh story. Our neighbor is drunk. No. He's knocking on our door, breaking it down. No. He's been knocking here for a few minutes now, swearing. I'm scared. Yo, call 911, bro.
On a day when her father
Please.
left to visit the local shops, their neighbor began to knock on the door. Felicia, being alone with their youngest brother, refused to answer.
Good.
However, the knocks were persistent and aggressive.
That's
The
scary.
only thing she thought to do was to post to TikTok to hopefully spread awareness of the situation and potentially get help if needed.
You gotta call emergency contact. What was that? What is happening? Yo, those knocks are scary, bro. Imagine little
Felicia would then go on to say that these knocks continued for over an hour.
Hour?
It should
Yo,
also be
what?
noted that maintenance men were working on the home during this interaction. However, they ignored the knocks as they felt it wasn't their business to address a visitor. Why Felicia didn't bring her worries to them, I'm not sure.
If you think of their point of view, you don't know what's actually happening. You know what I mean? What? One message
Soon,
from
the
Haley.
knocks would stop.
That was so
and
scary.
Felicia would get a message
I'm going
from
to
her
the park.
friend asking if
You
she
should
wanted
come
to
if
go
you
to
want
the park in hopes of feeling
some
safe
company
with fellow
after.
company.
After that.
Relieved, she quickly
Yes,
said
thank you
yes
so
and waited
much.
for her friend. During this time, Felicia's father would arrive home.
Okay,
And
good.
after hearing a soft knock on the door, Felicia would answer, only to be greeted in fear by the neighbor.
No. What
In
happened?
a swift attempt to close the door, Felicia was shot numerous times.
What?
Her father quickly ran to his daughter's side.
Why?
After screaming at the maintenance worker to call for help, listened to his daughter's final words.
Yo, what?
Dad, I have been killed.
No.
The neighbor in question was a 33-year-old man named Vasily Donets.
What is...
According to Felicia's father, the two were typically in good standings. However, recent arguments regarding noise complaints left their relationship tense.
Yo, what are you... I'm just so baffled by what happened. Please tell me he's been punished for his actions.
This was likely the catalyst for Vasily's torment on the children that day, and the reason for Felicia's demise. This shooting occurred only 15 minutes after she posted her last TikTok.
Oh my... Yo, that's so tragic, bro. Just like that, a life is gone. Oh, nah, that's freaked up, y'all. Does it get worse?
The 22-year-old Gan Suzhang lived the dream that many aspire.
And what is
to
that?
be a social media influencer.
Oh my gosh,
At
influencer.
first, he simply would document his experiences in different parts of the world.
W
capturing
travels.
different cultures and fascinating customs.
That's
These
awesome.
videos would solely be for his own collection. However, this would soon change.
And
his
why?
worldwide adventure would be halted once.
Oh my gosh, and bro's giving back? Nah. If he's gonna die, bro, it's gonna make this death even more meaningful, bro. Like, more sadder.
Not because of any financial or technical issue, but because he fell in love with the continent. He bonded with the locals and found immense joy in immersing themselves in their livelihood. He soon found a girlfriend, and after capturing some videos of the local food,
what is that, pork belly?
idea. What if he posted all these videos to social media?
Hey, that's what I'm talking
Gon
about.
created a TikTok account called Chubby Goes to Africa.
Chubby
where
Goes
him
to
and his
Africa.
girlfriend would travel across Africa to try different foods and talk with locals in the area.
That's awesome, bro.
The idea was an immediate success.
Yo,
and it wasn't long
that's a
before
lot of
his account would
followers.
take off.
That's
Soon
a lot.
he built a social media team and enjoyed the lifestyle of traveling across Africa to an audience of about 5 million people.
Dude, that's literally the best life y'all can have. An influencer, traveling and eating food. That's literally a life hack in the system. You eat and get paid for it.
Type of fame comes those who follow.
What?
Some of Gon's fans would become friends and join Gon in his adventure across the continent.
That's
They
not
would
his
each
wife?
develop their own social media following because of this, and for the most part, every team member was more than happy with this sporadic fame. All except for one.
What?
32-year-old Fang Zhangyang was
No.
a member of this content group. He was friends with everybody, however his personality didn't quite mesh well with the others.
What you mean?
Gon was typically known to be a very charismatic, comfortable person to be around.
Don't tell me the other guy's jealous, bro.
Part of this is likely to influence his success. However, Fang was quite the opposite.
Oh.
People have been found noting that interacting with Fang was often awkward, making them uncomfortable.
What, bro? Is doing the hand over shoulder method, bro. Hey, I respect it, bro. Come on, what's we doing?
Though, Gon still encouraged Fang to continue. However, as tensions between the group rose, Fang was unfortunately let go.
Oh, wait,
While
what?
you might think that this would cause an altercation between the two, Fang was surprisingly understanding. He departed from the group and continued to make content on his own.
That's
showing
awesome.
Moderate success and traveling across the world in a similar fashion as Gon.
Okay, so what?
Everyone's relationship seemed beautiful.
That's crazy to say.
However, it wouldn't be long before tensions would rise once again. According to Fang, when Gon was traveling to China to visit family, he gave Gon roughly $1,500 to purchase him an iPhone, as doing so in Africa was impossible. Gon agreed, however, after returning, no iPhone was bought and the money Fang sent him was not returned. There is no confirmation to the legitimacy of this story. However, Gon would choose not to address the situation.
What?
Fang would continue to make claims against Gon and his team, saying that they sent virus-infested meals to his home and destroyed property that Fang owned. I initially wanted to believe Gon, as there was no evidence to back Fang's claims. However, on a trip to Nepal, Fang's hometown, Gon made a comment saying, "I've come to beat him up."
Yo, what for, bro?
During the trip to Nepal on December 4th of 2022, Gon would go live one last time, where he traveled through the streets of Nepal, unknowing what lurked within the shadows.
Fang, no. Is that Fang? What? Nepal. Wait, is this alive? Is something? What's gonna happen?
Merely a second after this moment, screams can be heard. Fang would sneak up behind Gon and stab him numerous times in the back and stomach.
Stabbed him numerous times in the back and in the stomach. I'm not even gonna hear him out, bro. I think stabbing is worse than shooting, y'all.
Slain in the middle of Nepal's streets, Fang wouldn't flee the scene, but would instead stay by Gon's dying body and scold him.
Bro didn't care if he got in trouble. This was a literal revenge mission.
He wanted to ensure that in Gon's final moments, even he would know who had won.
Jealousy,
in the days that followed, Fang would be arrested by the authorities and taken into custody.
Lifetime?
Following the murder.
Lifetime, bro. I just don't get how you have the audacity to just stab someone. Look at his name. Chubby Goes to Africa. Bro was given back to the community, bro. And he had to be killed. This is bad, bro. I think it's only gonna get worse, y'all. Harrison Gilks.
Harrison Gilks, a Canadian teenager, got diagnosed with a rare cancer known as rhabdomyosarcoma at only the young age of 16.
Cancer, bro.
It wasn't until 2 years later that he would find out his cancer was terminal. However, instead of wasting his final years depressed and alone, he decided to do something inspiring.
What'd he do?
I'd like to make a little series called maybe like bucket list series.
Oh.
I'm gonna go out and do a bunch of stuff.
Let's go.
That I've always wanted to do.
Enjoy life.
You know, I'm not sure what yet. You know, maybe skydiving or, you know, just stuff along those lines.
Aww.
Harrison posted a TikTok about his cancer and his dreams of completing as many bucket list activities as he could in the little time he had left.
Yeah. Y'all should do that, bro. Enjoy your life, bro. There's just more to the world than your hometown, y'all. Seriously. Go travel, bro.
TikTok grew exponentially fast and kickstarted the overwhelming support behind his goal of making his last years some of his best.
1.6
Thanks to
million
many
likes.
donations, Harrison quickly began going on many adventures.
Football
both
game,
on the ground,
snowboard,
and in the sky.
During
this time, he would update his fans on his health and even express some encouraging news, stating that the tumors in his lungs and prostate stopped growing.
Also scan where the big tumor in my prostate stopped growing.
Wait, that's good.
Now, and the ones in my lungs have only grown a little bit.
But that's good, right?
He continued to gather more life experiences, and his audience watched the date as Harrison's 18th birthday was approaching.
18,
this milestone
bro.
would be monumental.
That's so young.
Harrison was able to see his 18th birthday. However, on October 21st, the day he turned 18, social media heard nothing.
Oh.
People understood that this must be a very special and sensitive moment. However, they began to get a little concerned when no update was posted throughout the following weeks.
Don't tell me he died, bro.
Harrison pretty much went MIA for an entire month until November 17th, when he returned to TikTok with some unfortunate news.
So the chemo I did all summer, it didn't really work. Tumor kept progressing, and it's gotten a little bigger, and it spread to my hip too.
Oh,
the cancer wasn't looking good.
Bro, screw cancer, bro. Honestly, to prevent cancer, y'all, eat healthy, exercise, and don't eat red 40, y'all. Like, all jokes aside, bro, like, eat good stuff, y'all.
It was growing, and even worse, spreading. The clock was ticking, and Harrison gave his final push towards his bucket list. In the next 3 months, Harrison would travel all across the globe, doing tours of the mountain peaks to the beaches of Cancun.
Let's go.
He spent quality time with his family, his friends, and even got to meet multiple members of his favorite hockey team. Harrison is one of the purest reminders I've seen to keep your head high and live life to its fullest.
Exactly, y'all. Really, truly, y'all. Once you're able to get that adult money and, work your ass off, do whatever you want.
On March 22nd of 2023, Harrison would take to TikTok one last time. This was his final message.
Chances of me going home, very slim. So I'll be in the hospital for probably the remainder of whatever time I got left. Pray for me and my family. It's been a great ride with you guys on the bucket list. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support throughout everything. Bucket list complete.
Harrison would pass shortly after this.
That's so sad, bro. Nah, y'all. Take his word, y'all. Do ever live life to the fullest. Seriously. The deaths were really terrible. The first one, poor innocent child, only like 7 years old, getting killed. Guy that gives back to Africa gets killed. Guy with cancer, living life to the fullest, gets... Bro. What's the last one, bro? Inquisitor 3?
Inquisitor is just as tragic as any other entry in this list. Unlike the others, however, it's not a display of unfortunate circumstance, nor a crossfire between two colliding parties. This is an example of how even the best decisions don't guarantee the best life.
What you mean?
Inquisitor was a famous TikToker who cosplayed as the character Ghost from the Call of Duty franchise.
That's cool.
In the video game, Ghost is most known for his silent and mysterious persona. However, Inquisitor brought his own character to the man behind the mask. He was easygoing, always positive, and remembered to use his following for good and spread kind messages to those watching.
Why are you so splendid?
Around every edge, Inquisitor just seemed like a good guy. Unfortunately for him, however, he didn't account for the evil that often follows with fame.
What?
As his audience grew, Inquisitor decided to hire a female editor to help him develop content to keep up with his newfound success.
Yo, how does this get bad?
As content began to get pushed out, Inquisitor would continuously compliment the work.
Bro's living life.
He would always mention how it looked fantastic. And would often use the phrase, "I love her."
Whoa.
It should be noted that this was said as a friendly gesture.
Oh, yeah, okay.
One that he used loose and often with many people. However, in this day and age, Inquisitor should have watched his words a little more carefully.
What you mean?
As it turned out, Inquisitor's editor was underage, and saying phrases such as, "I want to marry her," although in context as a compliment towards her editing work, was something that raised suspicion. Something that caught up to Inquisitor very quickly.
How? Wait, no.
Another TikTok user by the name Tito is Acting Badly released a statement to his large audience of almost 1 million followers that Inquisitor was grooming his girlfriend.
Oh no. I don't know how it's gonna end, but if he died because some false allegations, that's cooked, y'all. No.
The editor that Inquisitor hired. He used out-of-context chat logs and involved the endearing phrases such as "I love you" to spread a rumor that the 17-year-old girl was being groomed by the man in the mask.
Wait, that's so bad. That's so scary.
People quickly turned against Inquisitor, and his brand of a loving and friendly face was now tarnished. In other words, Inquisitor's life as a social media icon was now ruined.
No, bro. Bro looks like he just wanted to cosplay for fun, but then next thing you know, I'm not exactly sure what happens next, but his like kind words turned into something evil.
Inquisitor would stop posting for several weeks.
Several weeks
until
is a lot.
October 9th of 2023, where he would change his profile bio to "I want to die."
No.
He would then go live a few hours later, where all you could see was a glass door in an empty room.
No, please, no. If I think where this is gonna go, do not replicate these actions.
As he continued, rocks would come flying through as Inquisitor's family began to break into his home. No one knew what was going on. However, after the company entered, they began to perform CPR on a body.
Oh my gosh.
At that moment, everybody knew what happened.
No.
Inquisitor took his life just off screen from the live stream. After this, evidence began to surface of the master plan that had been in effect for months.
Master plan?
Tito and Inquisitor's editor were trying to frame Inquisitor of being a predator.
Oh, no way. That's so foul, y'all. Bro was just trying to cosplay as the ghost character in Warzone. And you got two mother truckers trying to bring him down. What are we doing here? Yo, the Ewos can't even trust your friends, y'all.
Chat logs were leaked between Inquisitor and his editor that showed the young woman trying to form a relationship with Inquisitor. However, she was declined numerous times. At one point, she even lied, stating she wasn't a minor. However, Inquisitor still asked for her to kindly stop talking to him. Chat logs between Tito and the editor even leaked, showing proof that they were trying to gather evidence to tarnish Inquisitor's reputation.
Nah, that's so foul.
Every accusation was a lie.
And this is why you don't believe everything on the internet without full concrete evidence.
And the world found out about it just when it was too late.
And there you guys have it. You guys want to see more content like this? Click this video here. Love your life, y'all. Seriously. You have much more to live for.